The Short Take with Alex and Jake.
Hello, and welcome back to The Short Take, episode 3, the podcast where we talk all things short films, apart from when we don't. I'm your host, Jake, and with me, as ever, is my co-host, Alex.
Yeah.
And this week, we're looking at a little film called Right Place, picked by Alex.
It's me.
But I assume, yeah. How are you doing this week?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
I'm doing good. This is actually something I haven't told you, and it's, I think, relevant to the podcast in some fashion. I've been picked to direct and write the short film for my new module.
Nice.
For uni, yeah.
Seems like you get picked every time.
This is the last time that I think I had to get picked, and I've been picked. So now I've done the grand slam. I've been picked for every single one.
Just showing off at this point.
Yeah, and this was for the whole group, so it wasn't even like a small class.
Oh, wow.
And I barely pitched.
That says something about the quality of the rest of them.
We're going to be looking at this, at my film when it's done, and we're going to have the debate of, is it a sketch or is it a short film? Because I specifically pitched a comedy. So
great.
It's going to be amazing when we eventually do it one day.
Well, like season 5.
Yeah. But that's not what we're doing today.
That's not what we're doing today.
We're doing Right Place.
We are.
So, we watched Right Place, directed by Kasai Sekine. I think is how it's pronounced.
All right.
Apologies, I'm butchering that. Released in 2005.
Quite a while ago.
Quite a while ago. I think it shows a bit in the quality.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was, I believe, at Cannes back in 2005.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well.
Yeah.
The director, from what I saw, he did a few things after this, nothing major. But yeah, it's just a really nice little funny. I don't know what you would call it. I mean, it's a short film.
But it's a short film.
No, but I mean, I guess it is a comedy, mainly.
I guess so, yeah.
It's kind of offbeat, I think is maybe the term.
I really enjoyed it.
It's good, right? It's
really
good. It's got some amazing visual storytelling. Some of the shots are incredible.
Yeah, do you want to give us a very quick synopsis of what happens?
We just did a syncopsis, which is where we synced up on saying synopsis. So basically, it is about a man in Japan who is very, very OCD, I guess. It's very organized. And it's him at his job at a convenience store, and just him on his day where he struggles with not keeping everything completely correct, I guess. Yeah. And how that gets him into all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, it's kind of about him trying to find his place as well, isn't it?
Yeah, which is really nice at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got some amazing visual storytelling.
I think the
such good shots.
Visual storytelling is one of the most interesting aspects of the film.
100%.
Because it's, maybe purposefully or not, but taking a lot from Wes Anderson stuff.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And Wes Anderson films, for the most part, probably all of them, it's completely
style over substance.
It's style. It's not. There's no reason for it. He's just doing it because he likes it, which is fine. You can do that. But this film maybe takes influence from that. I don't know, but it puts reason behind why the shots are composed the way they are.
Yeah,
with
the character himself being OCD.
The character is the lens we are watching this film through. And so it makes sense for every single shot to be composed in a way that he would like it to be composed.
Yeah.
I think that was really interesting. I thought that was such a fun way of kind of bringing us into his world.
Yeah.
Showing us the organization that he sees and he needs it to be.
It's only 5 minutes as well, I believe.
It is, really short.
That happens. It's really, really good use of time.
Yeah, especially for the amount of insert shots they use of him fixing shelves. I thought every time they cut away, I was interested in watching what it was he was doing. Yeah. Even though it was the same thing repeatedly.
I think the one thing that almost lets it down is the sound design isn't very good. That's nearly every low budget short. I feel like sound is always the thing that sucks.
Yes.
But I still think it gets away with it just because it's because again it's offbeat. So it kind of works for it in a weird way.
The music was very odd, wasn't it?
It was very odd.
Yeah.
But then they used the music smartly. There was purpose again behind it. Whenever they would use that really weird track where it's which is weird, but it tells you something because it uses that same track whenever he's kind of in this place of something's wrong. So even though it's not the best song and it's kind of weird and almost takes you out of it, it fits in perfectly in the sense that you're like, oh yeah, that's like smartly used.
Yeah, it's like
it's
when he reaches a point where it's like not him in control anymore.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's the
essentially.
vibe, really, isn't it?
And I think it's just really smart. The fact that in the scene, so obviously he goes around the store fixing everything and all that stuff. I love the little bit where the girl tries to steal something and then he takes it off her and puts it back and has no interest in addressing the fact she was going to take it.
Yeah.
And then when the boss grabs him out the back and is shoving him, the way that like the visual storytelling in both the acting and just the shot composition, that you know what's about to happen when his glasses start to kind of fall down his face.
Yeah.
And just the way they've done it, like you're like, oh, he's gonna fix glasses. Do it. And then he does it and you're like, oh my god. Like I love that. It's so well done. The fact that the director's able to get you to think on that level with him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So there's
but then I think that
near no dialogue in the film. Other than the end.
Yeah, because
And
they
the dialogue
played
is so masterfully used.
they played that song over the top of him talking, didn't they?
Yes.
So you can't hear him talking, which I think
Puts you in his perspective again.
exactly, because like all he's thinking about is the glass. He's not thinking about what he's saying. And again, when they play it, when those guys are messing up the shop, he's like he's not thinking about like
He doesn't give a shit what they're saying or what's happening.
he just needs to fix it.
Yeah.
I thought, they did it so well to bring you into the like to get you to a point where getting these cues of like audio and visual cues, you're like, you know what his mind is saying. And the dialogue at the end I thought was pretty
Really
good.
good. There was a part of me that when I originally watched it, when he steps outside and he says, I'm a little eccentric, and then he turns the bottle, I really wanted to just end there because it's so strong. I was like, that's such a fucking amazing, like the fact there's no dialogue in it and that's the first thing you hear. It's just him going, I'm a little eccentric. And then turning the bottle and then walking away. I was like, that turning the bottle and walking away, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And then it carried on the first time. I was like, oh no, like end it there. But then I really like the final thing of him being like, oh,
everyone finds their place.
there is a right place for everything, and I believe that I will find my right place in the world. I thought that was really cute. Like, it's just really like kind of makes you go, oh, like.
And I thought him finding a bone setter,
which I was like, what is a bone setter? And then you get the thing in the after.
Yeah, and I was like, that's perfect. Like, like I feel like you needed to do a bit of research.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, that would be a good fit for him.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know the character.
I think. It really bugs me because I don't like at all the sound of the neck crack. It's so bad. I don't know if like the director must have known it's not that good. I don't know if maybe it's just available resource at the time. They were like, how are we going to get this sound?
Yeah, I mean, it's 18 years ago.
Sound. It's so bad. I don't know. Like we know what a neck crack sounds like. I feel like at least in terms of like movie language.
Yeah,
we know what a neck crack should sound like. Maybe that is an actual neck crack they recorded, but it just doesn't sound right. Just that, like, it's weird. I don't like it.
Sound design does tend to be an issue with all of the short films we've been watching.
Yeah. Any low budget. It's like, it's something people don't really consider, I don't think, going into it.
And it's one of the most important things. I think my film that I'm editing at the moment is probably going to suffer from sound design issues.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Happen.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to find people. On my uni course, there's only, I think, overall, in like my year, I think there's 5 people doing sound.
Oh, wow.
So, like...
Yeah. I'm quite lucky. I have a friend who's quite into it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be using him a lot.
Yeah. It's all music that you've got to get a hold of as well.
Yeah.
And podcasters.
Bloody podcasters. There's too many of them, man.
Too many. I really like, there's a few like kind of almost matte shots with like the specific one I think of is when he's at the counter and she pays him and you see her put the money down and she puts it down and it's at an angle and then she looks away and then when she looks back to see the change, it's like laid out perfectly. Like it's the same shot, but the money's just different. Yeah. I think that's so good.
Yeah. I didn't understand why she ran out of the shop.
I guess she's really weirded out by it. And also don't forget, he's also just kind of like, right now, for audio listeners, I'm just staring past Jake's face, like, ominously, with no expression.
You say for audio listeners, they're all audio listeners.
You never know.
Could be out there now.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have all those people who gather around and watch, don't we? Yeah, I think that's like kind of the idea of why she gets so spooked. And just it's weird to be given all these things so perfectly. Like, it's so odd. Yeah, I really like that sort of, I don't know, like the match cutness of it, showing it one way and then the other.
Yeah.
And like it shows the juxtaposition between him and this woman as well. The bit where he pulls off her socks is so funny. It's so weird. And I love the bit with the old man trying to get into the fridge. and he's just like pushing him away to move thing. And I like the build to that with like him kind of obviously running behind people doing it, and then he's like the guys at the magazine stand trying to look at a magazine, he's like taking it off and putting it back. Like,
I also love the accuracy of the manager being in the office the whole day.
100%. I was thinking that. Yeah. So accurate.
So many of my managers have been like that.
And I like how the recurring thing of going back to him, the shot of him, it's almost like he's a surrogate for the audience as well. They're like watching this thing happen.
Yeah, and he's like, that's passable. That's passable.
That's fine, I guess.
That's not.
That's not. Oh no. He's going to deal with this. Yeah, I just think it's a really strong piece of visual storytelling.
Yeah, I thought it was
the
good.
sound doesn't
it
work
was
very
great.
well. I think generally speaking, it's really good. I was surprised when I looked at his IMDb and seen that he hadn't really done much. Like, he's directed some films and stuff in Japan, but they don't seem to have gone down super well.
I
think one of them might have, but I've never heard of any of them either. But that might just be a distribution thing. Maybe there's just films in Japan that aren't.
Yeah. How did you find this?
I typed in on YouTube Japanese short film. I was just curious about finding something that wasn't English or American.
Well, we did that one European one.
We did. And we did the, what's it one? The Wait, which possibly wasn't, because there's no dialogue in that.
The Wait,
and
which
the main
one's
actor
that?
is an Asian man. It's the one where he's making noodles.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a possibility, though I do think that's American.
Group Therapy, that one was from Brazil, I think.
There you go. I was just curious. And I'm glad I was, because I found that.
Yeah, it was good.
I want to find some Korean short films, because I do think that Korean TV and cinema is like on another level at the moment. And I'm curious about their short film landscape.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting thing to do actually, because it's hard to find more short films without going like ones that won Oscars or just YouTubing short films. Like, it's hard to find them. So that's an interesting way to go about it.
There's one that I really want to look at, but it's on BFI Player.
Oh, okay.
It's a British one.
Yeah.
I'm really desperately trying to find a link for it somewhere else so we can watch it properly. Unless maybe it is... Actually, I think it is freely available on BFI Player. I think it is a case of you can
watch that.
Yeah, I'll try and find the thing for it, but I think you would really like that one. I think it's a fun one.
Okay, cool. That's interesting.
But yeah. Are you ranking them?
No, we're doing something else. I did that give it a medal or put it in the bin thing, but I didn't really like that.
Win or bin?
Win or bin.
Okay, let's do this. If your house was burning down...
Oh, God. Okay.
And you had to save either this short film...
Yeah.
Or one from last 2 episodes, what would you save?
But this is just like, what's your favourite, isn't it?
No. Listen.
No, your house is burning
Your
down.
house is burning down. You love a hypothetical. Your house... This is... Sorry, not a hypothetical. This is real.
This is happening.
Your house is burning down.
I get my cat.
No, listen. You're not listening. Your house is burning down. Your options are The Lost Boy, my short film, or The Right Place or Right Place. What do you pick?
I'd pick this one.
Wow,
Right
fuck
Place.
you.
Yeah, sorry. What would you pick, Alex, if your house was burning down?
Ooh, I would pick My Family because I'm not a bad person. No, I'd pick Right Place as well, I think.
Yeah.
Much as I like my dog.
Change the hypothetical every week.
Yeah. It should always be something we have to save.
Yeah, sure.
Or something along those lines. You only have room in your suitcase or one more thing. Something like that.
I've got a good
Desert
one.
Island.
I've got a good one.
Okay, interesting. Save it for next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would save this one as well. I think this is a...
Yeah, I think it's very
really strong
solid.
one.
Yeah. I think this could be a contender for #1 film of the season.
Bloody hell, Harry! I watched Philosopher's Study recently.
Great. I'm only on episode 3.
Yeah, that's...
You know what?
Episode 3 was...
Episode 3 last season.
Oh my
was Tickle
God.
Monster.
Who'd have thunk it? Episode 3, strongest ep. And you know what?
It was. I'm not being stupid, right? It was episode 3.
Unless it was episode 4.
There's a chance it was episode 4, actually.
Because it was Apparition,
Then Plumber.
then Plumber, then Tickle Monster. Yeah, I'm 90% sure.
Inside was episode 4. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was Tickle
it's
Monster.
Tickle Monster. Both selected by me.
Fuck's sake.
Yes.
Yeah, because last season I picked 2 in a row, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
because we did Apparition a lot earlier.
Yeah, a year earlier.
A lot.
That is mad.
A year is
We've
a lot.
technically been doing this podcast for 2 years. I've got some questions for you.
Oh no.
3 questions.
3?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Are we doing the... Oh, so you know last time you did the true or false thing as like an extra question?
Yeah.
Should we do it for whoever's losing that week?
I thought it should be if you get all 3 of them right.
Okay.
It's
But
like
then
a
that means you can
bonus
just get
point.
extra ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Great. All right, that's fine. I've just like created a thing where I know I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, you did. You
Yeah.
said that.
I know, yeah. I don't know why I've done this. First question.
Go on.
In The Shawshank Redemption, what does Andy request in his weekly letters to the state? Better medical care in the prison, better food in the prison, additional funding for the library in the prison, or a workout facility in the prison? I feel like that one's kind of easy. Question 2. Steven Spielberg's first foray into musicals happened in 2021 when he released an adaptation of which 1957 musical?
Okay, yeah.
You know, I'm going to be really pissed off if like every 3 questions are really hard and every 3
Every
questions are
really
really easy, and you've got all the really easy ones.
I'm not entirely sure on the first one. It's been a long time since I watched Shawshank.
Oh, okay. Which MM said "groovy baby" when he played Austin Powers? Way too easy.
I love this. Can you read the options for the first one again, please?
Better medical care in the prison, better food in the prison, additional funding for the library in the prison, or a workout facility in the prison.
It's additional funding for the library, right?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Yeah, check.
It is.
Okay, yeah. The second one is West Side Story, and the
Obviously.
third one is Mike Myers.
Obviously.
So what's the bonus question?
Which bonus question do you
It's up
want?
to you.
Alright, okay. I'm going to go for the first one.
Okay.
Following the release of 50 Shades of Grey, B&Q thought demand for rope, cable ties and tape would soar. It's true or false? They're all true or false.
Wait, B&Q...
Yeah, B&Q thought the demand for rope, cable ties and tape would soar.
True?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that was a bad one.
that was a bad one.
Yeah. Oh well. I win. Did we say what the prize was?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Which means I can change the prize.
Oh. Prize is a prize is a prize.
Yeah. Maybe at the midpoint of the season we'll decide what it is.
That makes sense.
Right, so... Now that that's out of the way.
Thank God for that.
Oh no, that took
Bloody
way
hell.
too long.
Ugh.
Ugh, I think we're going to cut that next season. Well, I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Are we...
We're all done. I've got nothing else to say.
I have.
Great.
Yeah, no, I think that's it.
Yeah, not got anything else to say.
As we say every week.
You won't hear us, but we'll see you.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you'll hear us, not you won't
No,
hear
they
us.
won't hear us because we're not podcasting.
No, you'll hear us, but we'll see
Okay.
you.
You'll hear us, but we'll see you.